Hello, Internet Nation. Alex and Ashley here with a special message for all twin flame souls out there in separation. I know my videos only get like 4 views, but hopefully at least one of you guys see this, or I suppose this video can go for anyone really who's currently, I don't want to say pining over someone, but anyone in separation from their, I suppose it mostly goes for twin flames, for we are the ones with the togetherness mission as opposed to people with soulmates. Soulmates serve more so to help you learn certain aspects as opposed to yourself. Anyway, I digress. This message is for you guys, and I hope it reaches you guys. Consider this a message from a fellow twin flame, flamer, twin flame feminine, or masculine maybe, who knows, from a twin flame being such as yourself, currently in separation with my twin. It has been about a year and 1 month since I've heard from my twin, and I will let you guys know this now. If you are in separation, I understand it's hard, it's difficult. There's nothing that you want more than your twin. You can't understand why you want this person so much, or you've accepted that you want this person so much and you don't understand why you can't be together, or why it hasn't worked out, or why they won't talk to you. I just want you guys to know that it's okay. And if everyone's wondering, I am wearing a top. It's just a halter top, or it's just a piece of fabric tied around my chest because that's what I like to wear. Or so much so, what I will accept wearing, because I don't like wearing tops. I don't like wearing clothes. I digress. It gets better, you guys. The feelings get better. I remember a year ago, I was completely and utterly distraught. I was suicidal. Literally everything blew up. As soon as he left, every aspect of my life had fallen apart. Like, I refused to accept anything that wasn't genuine, anything that wasn't real, anything that wasn't authentic. And after that moment, everything that fell under that category fell apart, because my energy just rejected it, instantly rejected it. All the friendships, they started to come to light. I started to accept the fact that they weren't what I wanted them to be, and I just let them go. And they just went. I want to tell you guys that the best thing to do in your current situation is to realize that, in my experience, I've always loved myself. I've always been my number one fan, but I live a dual mentality in which I have my mind and then my mom's mind, in which this, on this side, I've always believed that I was a god. I've always believed that I was capable of great things. I always believed that there was nothing I couldn't do. And then on this hand, there was everybody's judging me. People are going to make fun of me. I can't do anything. No one's going to love me. No one's going to this. No one's going to that. Society's against me. And in this journey, literally back in January, February, March, April, back in April, when I met him, I sat down with myself. I sat down with the realization. I said, Ashley, I have no fucking idea what's happening right now, but this guy could literally destroy me. He could literally destroy everything that I've built, everything that I've established, everything that I have made up until this point. And I had the decision to run or stay, and up until a few weeks ago, I was still petrified. I was still standing there. I chose to run, but I couldn't. As per usual, I ran out of space on my phone. I'm gonna have to get a bigger SD card, one of these days, oh well. Anyway, as I was saying, basically, what helped me along my journey was to remember that I never not loved myself. I've been insecure. I've always felt as though other people didn't see me the way I see myself, and they don't. They get distracted by my physical appearance and my sexual energy. But basically, what really helped me was realizing that I loved him more than anything, and that every time I thought of him, it was as if I was thinking of a part of myself. It was if he was just an extension of myself. Therefore, I changed my mentality to realizing that every time that I was expressing love for him, I was expressing love for myself. Every time I was expressing love for myself, I was expressing love for him. Therefore, if you feel the need to send your twin love, then do it. Just feel that love in your chest and let it out. If you feel the need to send them an email, send them a text, let them know that you love them, do it. Whether or not they're talking to you, do it. Just let them know. If your heart tells you to do something and then your mind instantly says, no, don't do that, that's a bad idea, that's a terrible idea, do it, maybe do it twice. Do it instantly. Do it in that moment, because that's your ego talking, and your ego is just afraid. What really helped me in this journey is realizing that he's here as a reflection of myself to help me become the divine being that I am. Therefore, when I would see his picture, I would either be filled with great joy or great fear, indicating something. Like, I would look at his pictures all the time and I would just become so anxious. It would just be a pit in my stomach and my chest, and I just wouldn't feel worthy. I would just be scared. Like, why? I don't deserve him. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve his love. And I had to evaluate those feelings. Like, why do I feel like I'm not worthy? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I don't deserve him? And then I had to realize that I had these feelings that I'm not worthy. I'm not worth it. I'm not important. And I had those feelings that I had to face. And gradually, I face it. I look at his picture. There's a picture of us as my background on my phone, and I mostly look at him because in a lot of the pictures I took of him or us, you could really see the appreciation for me, for being with me on his face, and just, I've always wanted to be looked at like I was somebody's most cherished item. I was their most important thing in the entire planet, and that's how he looks at me. And I've got that look on so many occasions, and now I get to look back at it and just appreciate it. Whether he's here or not, whether he's with somebody else or not, I just appreciate it. I send lots of love. I send lots of appreciation. I send lots of love for his girlfriend. Just appreciate him, because God, I didn't appreciate him. I didn't act like I appreciated him. I didn't think that I could ever lose him. So just the simple fact that I was no better than anybody else in his life that didn't appreciate him. So now I'm going to appreciate him. I'm going to send her energy so that she knows to appreciate him, because that's what he deserves. Whether or not it's coming from me, whether it's not it's coming from her, whether or not it's coming from him himself, I'm going to send appreciation so that somebody's out there appreciating him, and in appreciating him, I'm appreciating myself. Just, I always saw him as like the greatest thing ever, like the strongest guy, the most intelligent, the funniest, the cutest, and everything I saw in him was just how I felt about myself. So it took me a while to realize that and actually start living that way. Just, I look up to him like this, but I see him as me. Everything that he would have done, I wanted to do with him. I wanted to be by his side. I wanted to be helping him with it. Because there was no difference. There's no difference between you and your twin. Know that you are your twin. Your twin is you. Your twin is there. So rejoice. Rejoice in this love. Appreciate this love. Just thank God that you're one of the select few people on this planet that get to feel love like this, because most people don't even know what genuine love is. But here you are, tapping into this unconditional love. And yeah, sometimes it really fucking hurts. Sometimes it's gonna hurt, but appreciate that too. Because then you get to evaluate why it hurts. And you get to let that go. You get to grow. I like to think all the time how lucky I am to have this experience in my life where it's like, yeah, it hurts. But I get to dive into that pain. Now when I look at his picture, I just smile. I just, oh God, thank you. Thank you for that time I got to spend with him. Thank you for any moment in which I get to see him again. Thank you for the possibility that we may be together again one day. Thank you for the possibility of just the happy thoughts that you give me. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the learning experience. Thank you for the growth. Thank you for taking me. Thank you for breaking me. Thank you for taking who I was. Thank you for seeing me trapped inside of myself, and thank you for breaking me out of that so that I could be myself. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have seen who I was. I wouldn't have found the courage to be myself completely. I wouldn't have, if he didn't leave, I wouldn't have been broken, and if I hadn't been broken, I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be free from the false foundation I was building myself on. Now I don't give a fuck. Now I'm just like, oh, if you don't like me, you don't have to be in my life. Like, I've never had anybody. I've never had that feeling of family. I never had friends I felt I could truly count on. I never had somebody that I truly trusted until him. But now I have that within myself. I realized that I couldn't trust myself. I realized that I didn't trust myself. I realized why I didn't trust myself. And now, like, I do. I understand that I'm not going anywhere. I couldn't if I wanted to. But I'm not going anywhere. And I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna fight tooth and nail for me, for my happiness, to stand up for myself, for my joy. Nothing bad is gonna happen to me on my watch, and I know that. And I believe that. And if it wasn't for this experience, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be this person. I wouldn't be free. So just appreciate it, you guys. Just breathe. Just remember that they are you, and the reason you miss them so much, and no matter how much you love yourself and how weird it feels that you have such a longing for a person that you see as yourself, but you don't feel that way for yourself, just remember you don't feel that way about yourself because you're here. You're right here. You're right here. This is me. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere, so I can't miss myself because I'm always with myself. That's why I miss him. And sometimes I don't miss him because I remember that he's right here. He's right here. He's here. He's everywhere. He's in me. He's part of me. He's as much me as I am. Therefore, I shouldn't miss him because he's right here. And he never left. And he's never gonna leave. Remember that, you guys. They're always here. If you want to feel their love, all you have to do is open your heart to it. Just remember. Remember, they love you. No matter what they say, no matter how far they try to run, no matter what they try to do to forget you. They love you. They're trying to forget you because they love you, because you're all they want. They feel exactly how you feel. So if you want that reminder of how much they love you and how they feel for you, just stop and remember how you feel about them. Just remember, and even if you're not sure, because I've spent so much time asking over and over again for signs from Source if this was what I thought it was, or if I was just being crazy. And Source has shown me over and over again, God forbid I ever learn the lesson. God has shown me his name, his face, and everything, and everywhere. Like, I see our numbers, I see the synchronizations, I see it, and I enjoy it, and I laugh, and I smile, because one day is gonna happen. Just remember, they are gonna run from you for as long as you run from you. So as long as you're running from yourself, as long as you're avoiding that healing, they are also going to avoid that healing. And if you were in denial about yourself, about any aspect of yourself, they are going to be in denial about you. So all you can do is remember that each day is a gift, and you choose to be here. Each day is a gift. It's your gift. So enjoy it. Go out and love everything, because everything is a reflection of you. Love your enemy, love your friends, love the people you hate, the people that hate you, this death, life, bugs, animals, everything. Love it. Appreciate it. I like to go out and watch sunsets and just be like, thank you for allowing me to be part of this moment. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this beauty. For we are the sun, we are the rise, we are the earth, we are the moon, we are everything. We see everything as gods. We separate ourselves from it, but we never remember to enjoy being a part of it. The only difference between me and you, air. We are connected to the air. If you stay still, you feel it. You can feel the particles, you can feel the energy, you can feel it vibrating around you, hugging you in a soft embrace. And if you try, you can send your consciousness through this air to another person. Oh, shit. Phone just fell. Just enjoy it, you guys. I understand that it's hard. I've been there. Trust me. I've only recently gotten to the point where I can smile and laugh like an idiot looking at his picture. Like, it doesn't bother me that he's with somebody else. I appreciate that. And I hope she appreciates him. And I hope he appreciates her. And I hope they have a loving relationship. I hope they make each other happy, because that's all I've ever wanted for him. So just appreciate it, you guys. Just love every moment. If time gets hard, you have a friend that understands right here. I don't care if you don't know me. I don't care if I don't know you. I don't care if we've never spoken before. You can hit me up and say that you need somebody to talk to, somebody that understands. If you need somebody to listen, I will listen. If you need somebody to just ramble at and not say anything, I will be that for you. I will be your ear. I will be your shoulder. I will give you advice. I will give you love. I will give you acceptance and understanding. All you have to do is ask. That's all I want to say, you guys. I have to get ready for a gig. I will see you guys later. May you all remember that you are light and love, and you are love. Have a wonderful day.